Sophomore year, the time when college really starts to show its true colors. You know, it's not all parties and pizza, my friends. Oh, no. It's a thrilling roller coaster of maintaining a high GPA, trying not to drown in coursework, and desperately attempting to figure out what the heck a mitochondria is.
I've been sitting here like a snoopy old maid with her ears flapping in the breeze, waiting to hear the dirt.
Hey everybody, my name is Hunter Enright, Blueprint MCAT instructor. Let's dive in on the road to med school. First things first, you still have to maintain that GPA. Your grades aren't just letters on paper, they're your ticket to the magical land of medical school. And guess what? They really care about those pesky science courses too, so put on your lab coat and prepare for a wild ride through the periodic table. Now, planning your coursework might sound about as exciting as watching paint dry, but trust me, it is essential. Meet with your academic advisor, that wise oracle of the university, and figure out which classes will pave your way to medical school. Check out some future med schools you'd love to attend and see what their prerequisite classes are. The worst thing would be to graduate and find out that you're missing a class. Biology, chemistry, physics, organic chemistry. They're not just subjects, they're your new best friends.
Oh, now we're pals. No more secrets now, huh?
Okay, let's talk extracurricular activities because apparently being buried under your textbooks 24/7 isn't enough. If freshman year was the time to figure things out, sophomore year is your year to get adventurous. Join pre-med clubs, volunteer at healthcare facilities, and if you're feeling particularly adventurous, dive into research projects. Remember, thousands of students are going to get good grades and a solid MCAT score. Start doing things now to set yourself apart from the pack. Clinical experience, my dear Watson, it's time to play doctor. Or at least pretend to. Shadow physicians, volunteer in clinics, look, do whatever it takes to convince med schools that you know what a stethoscope is used for and have seen a clinical setting before dedicating your adult life to working in one. It's also important that you stick with your clinical experience. Don't just volunteer in a hospital for a week and then immediately forget about it as soon as you check that box. Med schools want to see a consistent pattern of altruism and experiences.
We must do as he asks. Don't you agree, Holmes?
Okay, so now let's talk about something a little less tangible, networking. Because it's not what you know, it's who you know, except for on the MCAT, then it really is what you know, or you know what I mean, okay? So connect with older pre-med students and applicants. They're knee-deep in the application process and they can help guide you through the treacherous mountain of paperwork and interviews. Clubs, teaching assistants, and other student organizations are great places to find mentors. Speaking of networking, it's important that you also start building relationships with professors. It's like making friends, but with people who hold your future in their hands. Fun. Attend office hours, engage in discussions, and send emails that are more than just deadline extension requests. The more a professor sees who you are as a learner and how you handle challenges, the better their letter of recommendation will be for you. Also, it's just a solid idea to start building your professional network. I mean, I still keep in touch with some professors and physicians that I've worked with in the past.
You ain't going? I'm gonna stay right here.
Research opportunities. Because nothing says fun like spending hours in a lab questioning your life choices. But hey, it looks good on your resume, right? No, but in all seriousness, research is highly valued on a med school application and can demonstrate your ability to work on a team towards a common goal. I've taught several students that never thought they wanted to be in a lab, but they ended up despising their clinical work and loving their research. That's when an MD PhD route might just be for you, but hey, never know until you try. Up next is MCAT planning. Yes, the MCAT, the test that haunts pre-med's dreams. It's like a rite of passage, only with way more anxiety and a little less sleep. That said, don't freak out yet, okay? Typically, students on the traditional timeline will end up taking their MCAT in their junior year. So we'll discuss that more in the next video. However, it is a good idea to start planning early because unlike any of your undergraduate experiences, the MCAT is a totally different monster. Anyways, the next one isn't so much a box that you need to check as it is a good habit to get into early, and that is staying informed. Read medical literature, follow news, and subscribe to pre-med newsletters. Staying informed and up to date on the current healthcare climate not only benefits you as an individual, but it is also a great way for you to ingrain yourself in the healthcare field. Plus, it's a fantastic way to have informed, intelligent answers during your med school interviews without needing to cram. Okay, so after that whirlwind of a sophomore year, it is time for summer vacation, a little rest and relaxation, right? Wrong, sort of. Look, yes, please use your summers to recharge, but don't miss the opportunity to gain experiences that will help put you on the path to med school. Internships, research positions, healthcare-related jobs. Look, the possibilities are endless. Just remember to bring some sunscreen and a healthy dose of motivation. Now, we're pretty much done with our checklist of things to do during your sophomore year, but there's still a couple things that I want you to start thinking about before we go any further.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Number 1, adjust your mindset and prepare for the long haul, my friends. We are now 2 years in, halfway through with our undergraduate career, but we're just getting started. Look, the road to medical school is paved with rejection letters, sleepless nights, and probably a few existential crises. Cultivate that resilience because you'll need it. And hey, if all else fails, just invest in a good supply of your favorite comfort food. Number 2, if you're already feeling burnt out, it might be time to start thinking about gap years. The best time to take the MCAT is when you're ready, and not everyone is ready at the same time. Look, consider taking a gap year before diving headfirst into medical school applications. Use this time for personal growth, travel, or expanding your resume. Just don't do nothing. Doesn't look great on an application. And if you get asked in an interview, oh, what did you do during your gap year? Binge watching Netflix is not a good answer.
You have concern for foreign beings over our mission to locate grazing land for our Gargan herds?
Number 3, let's not forget balance. Remember to breathe, sleep, and occasionally step away from your textbooks. Pursue hobbies, maintain your sanity, and please make sure you don't forget what the sun looks like. You'll thank me later. So there you have it, future doctors. Sophomore year, it's not for the faint of heart, but with determination, a touch of sarcasm, and a boatload of caffeine, you can conquer it. Stay tuned for more wisdom and advice next time when we talk about your junior year. Thanks for joining us on the road to med school. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until then, keep studying, keep laughing, and most importantly, keep caffeinated.